Okay, so in this question here, right, we're asked to change 1 meter squared into centimeter squared. And the best way I can do that is just by drawing a diagram, right? Particularly looking at a square. And square is sensible because, you know, that's how we say that, isn't it? 1 meter squared. Okay, it's to do with area. And what I've drawn here is a 1 meter square, okay? Because if you look at my square here, my length is 1 meter, my width is 1 meter. So to get the area, of course, I would just do the length times the width, 1 meter times 1 meter. And of course, 1 times 1 is just 1, isn't it? So the area would be 1 meter squared, okay? But what I've done on the other side then, I've drawn an identical square, okay? But instead of writing now my length in terms of meters, I'm going to write them in terms of centimeters, right? And it'll help me fill this box in here. Now, I'm not changing anything, right? This is 1 meter, without a doubt, right? I could write 1 meter here. But if I write what 1 meter is in terms of centimeters, it's going to help me then determine the answer. So 1 meter, of course, is 100 centimeters, isn't it? So I can write 100 centimeters there. It's still a meter, it's still identical to this. Same with the width, is 1 meter, but I'll write 100 centimeters there. Now to get the area in here, in terms of centimeters, I'd need to times these together. So we can write that down there, 100 times 100. Okay, and when I times them together, well, we do 1 times 1, of course, which is 1. And then how many zeros have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 zeros. So the actual answer then is 10,000, but of course that would be centimeter squared. Okay, so 1 meter squared is equivalent to 10,000 little centimeter squares. And think about it, 1 meter squared is quite a big area, and you could sensibly think that you could get 10,000 little centimeter squares in there. Okay, but using the diagram illustration here, drawing squares, okay, really does help us to see why it's 10,000 centimeter squared.